Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd down here at Advantage One RV today. And what if I could get you an RV that's basically new at a used price tag? Well, it's not too good to be true. It's this Transcend right here behind me. And I'll tell you what, this thing feels enormous in here. I don't know if the camera's even gonna do it justice, but like, you've got tons of windows. You got this big super slide over here. And I think part of the thing that makes it feel so large is the bathroom, weirdly. And you'll see what I mean when we get turned around, because I'm actually standing in the bathroom right now. What's also certainly helping is a good lighting package and a 6'9" ceiling, which opens things right up. That is, of course, centralized air. And in typical Grand Design fashion, we have a ventless flooring system here. So all of our heating is coming through the side vents. And to the previous owners, if you're watching this, I do apologize I did the very best I could, scrubbing my boots off before I walked in here. Unfortunately, by the door, you can see where I did stand a little bit to open the slide. But overall, I got the worst of it off. And certainly, if you're potentially the next owner of this RV, we have no problem coming through and, sweeping this out, cleaning it out. That is a 6 cubic foot gas electric fridge freezer. And if you notice, something Grand Design is very, very good for. I mean, every little nook and cranny. And we'll get all this open in a little bit, but they don't waste pockets. Every little space they can, like the little stands beside the sofa, you see doors over there, they are very good at, even if it's just an open pocket, not wasting it. Now, I've been at kind of a funny angle for it so far, but the TV here, one of the things I want to point out, it's smarter than me. It's a smart TV. TCL Roku TV, kind of nice, if you're hooked up to campground Wi-Fi or something like that. Now, when you're just sitting here, yes, it is a little bit high, but we are sitting right now in theater recliners. So if you want to kick your feet up a little bit, you can do that very comfortably, very easily. On the back here, if you have some guests, this can open up into a pretty decent sleeper space. Plus, you always have the dinette that can roll open into a sleeper. And you see how the windows on either side of that rear sofa open up for some very nice cross breeze airflow right there. And speaking of windows, but now we're starting to see that bathroom area I was telling you about, because it has that big, wide pass-through door. It just makes, it feels huge in here. It's very nice that way. Neat little thing on that theater seat, too. The center armrest is actually a little storage console. Great little place to tuck a phone or remote control. The dinette over here, somebody did something I like doing when I go camping. They put some of that little non-stick stuff, or pardon me, not non-stick, but stick stuff, so that those cushions don't slide around like they were on non-stick stuff. Got it, nailed it, first try. Anyway, along with the taller ceiling, something else that I just realized is making it feel big in here is the taller slide. They pushed that slide out up as high as they could, and with the taller ceiling, the one kind of lent to the other to open it right up in here. The decor is also, I think personally, very nice. It's in that brown scheme of things, but it's not like dark and oppressive. Like, it still has a little bit of a light airiness to it, but like very classy touches to it. Feels good. And it's a little bit different, but it works. That right there is your pantry. And it's actually kind of cool that you can reach all that stuff, that you don't have to go reaching all the way up to an extra tall ceiling. And let me move you around a little bit. That's nice and deep. It's very accessible. All the cabinetry in here, by the way, pocket screwed, so screws into wood. Down below, that little drawer is kind of often intended as like a little pet dish drawer, something like that. You can pop that out for being a little Fido friendly, or maybe you are a little bit of a cat camper. Do you camp with, what kind of pets do you camp with if you go camping? Leave me a little comment. Let me know which one of your four-legged furry friends, or do you have flying feathered friends with you? And the outlet over there, between the sink and that window, makes for a perfect little kind of like coffee maker corner. These are sealed edge pressed membrane countertops, by the way. If I'm being picky, I'd like a little place to put a wastebasket, but I could easily put one to the left of that sink and then just pull it out of the way when I close the slide shut. That's just not a really hard thing to overcome, I think. If that's the worst that we got, I think we're doing just fine here. From here, moving forward, we come to a large bathroom. The big doors certainly make it feel nice and large also, but even though it's not really, you see that roll of toilet paper there, it's not super deep. That extra counter space is really handy. just even the ability to set down small stuff like an electric shaver, things like that. There's so many RV bathrooms. You just don't have room to do that kind of stuff. The big rectangular shower over here, and remember being nice and tall, means even if you're a little bit bigger instead of a little bit smaller, you're going to fit in here pretty darn well. The porcelain foot flush stool, when you're in the bathroom, it seems kind of like, oh, I'm just sort of open and exposed, but look at how fluffy friendly that is. I'm giving you kind of like a bird's eye view of this thing. But the way that they angled it, you've got awesome room on the left and the right. And of course, you have that sliding pocket privacy door here to close you off from the living room when you're doing your business. So you're not putting on a show that nobody wants to see. Again, sliding privacy door here to the bedroom, which is, I think, another thing that helps make this feel so large. Because, like, you can see from the front to the back of the RV. But you can also clearly see divided rooms. There's definition here, and it opens everything up at the same time. Really, really crafty design. I like it. True queen bed, and that is not the original factory backbreaker wafer death mattress. That is a nice residential pillow top that's been upgraded there. I like the extra little cubbies, although, you got to make sure you don't lose stuff back there, but I'll take it. I'd rather have, again, open pockets rather than wasted dead pockets that are paneled off. And if I crouch down a little bit here, you see, like the nose sweeps inward a little bit, but one of the cool things on Transcends is they are not quite the extreme bullet nose shape that a lot of travel trailers are nowadays. So that's actually a good functional overhead cabinet. And a lot of manufacturers in today's world are giving us a full viewing window in the entry doors, which is fine, but they're not putting privacy shades in them a lot of times. Whereas at least the frosty glass, I can have light if I want it. I could hang a curtain or something over it if I want to blot that out. But at least I still maintain privacy because, I mean, feels like a private space, right? I noticed as I stepped outside here, got that slide awning added over the slide there, taking care of some TLC and some maintenance and some upkeep for you. I like the different kind of ridge arrangement they have of this as compared to, like, there's nothing wrong with conventional corrugation. This just looks a little different. It doesn't have quite that blocky stick and tinny look that most of them have. But what surprised me out here, this is one of the things I do like about this brand a lot. Stick and tin trailers traditionally aren't known for having nice wet bays like this, like a place to hook up cable and water and stuff like that. That's just not normal. Now, it's not like a fifth wheel where I've got my dump tanks and everything in here. Those things, the pull valves are still over that direction. And as long as we're over here, let me get you down. This does have an enclosed and heated underbelly, radiant barrier layering to help extend your camping season, maximize your comfort there. But, things like easy reach battery disconnect, but it's tucked away from cargo space, things like that are nice. A little portable plug here for a solar, well, the plug's not portable. The panel you'd plug into it would be portable. There we go. Ding dong. And looks like the folks are just not camping because I see an E2 hitching system right there that if it's in there, it looks to be included with this camper. So, hey, sweet. There's, a couple $100 worth of stuff that you don't got to worry about. She's 8 foot wide. The power tongue jack up front, just in front of the double 20-pound propane tanks, smaller than 30s, but you run out of gas on a Sunday, if you have to, you can go to a gas station and swap out if need be. Not to mention they're just lighter and easier to wrestle around. Something I really like how they're very consistent and complete with, like, if you look at the baggage door over here, notice how they run graphics that match the rest of the RV, basically, like right over that baggage door. It's a little bit lighter in color, I get it, but like, you get the idea. It's a little more cleaner and consistent look. Easy to miss, but just in front of this front tire here, we got one of them handy propane cooker hookers. This one does not have stable steps like a lot of stick and tin trailers have, but there's benefits to that. Like right here, it's, we're walking on dirt. Like you might notice if you've been watching our previous videos, we're doing a lot of lot work here. And I'm just going to give you kind of a quick pan around because I'm really happy with how a lot of this is coming out. Like, it's going to be so awesome when it's done over here for sure. It's going to triple the amount of space that we had to work with. But in the meantime, we're basically walking on, crushed up asphalt, and this stuff's dirty. Well, you don't want to flip that dirt into your trailer, or if the RV's parked in a storage facility, or like you're at a gas station or something like that, you can't always flip those stable steps down. But those traditional little fold-out steps, They're gonna work every single time, no problem. I see a camera on the back of it here, ladder up to that walkable roofing, and that brings us right back to dough as the Mary Poppins song goes. I'm gonna see if I can peek at the roof here. Actually, it's kind of funny and very encouraging at the same time. These are not my footprints. These are actually my brother's footprints, who's our manager at this location. Before we list things out here, anytime we get a chance, you know, we want to know what we're offering you folks for sale. That's why, you know, I do all the shooting you straight, finding things that you need to know about on these. He's already been up here checking everything out. The worst thing I can say up here is maybe it needs a quick cleaning, but like maybe you want to do a little touch-up bead around that skylight, but I don't see anything that needs work up here. This looks fine. That is good looking. That is very good looking. Let me know what you think. Give us a call. We'll get you camping. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and have an A1 day, everyone.